Rose Zary and the Royal Emerald Secret by Darling James Miramay.
Chapter 10. The Sweet Part. Rose and Sarah were walking down the bustling streets of New York City. The towering skyscrapers cast long shadows over the streets, their glass and steel facades reflecting the sunlight. Limestone and brownstone buildings lined the avenues, each with its own unique charm. Some had elegant wrought iron gates, while others boasted intricate stone carvings around their doorways. The variety of architectural styles, from Art Deco to Gothic, added to the city's rich tapestry. As they strolled along, they window shopped, admiring the colorful displays in the store windows. The vibrant oranges, blues, and greens of the clothing and accessories caught their eyes, and they chatted excitedly about the latest fashion trends. The city was alive with activity, and the hum of conversations, the honking of taxis, and the distant sound of a street musician playing New York, New York, added to the lively atmosphere. Rose loved everything about NYC, the energy, the people, and the endless possibilities. She especially enjoyed spending time with Sarah, her best friend, who shared her enthusiasm for exploring the city. The scent of freshly baked bread from a nearby bakery mingled with the enticing smells of street food, creating a delightful blend. However, behind this pleasant mixture, an increasingly loud cry of a child could be heard, which worried the girls. They looked around and saw a young boy, no more than 5 years old, sitting on the sidewalk with his mother. The boy's tears glistened in the sunlight, and his mother looked worn out and worried. "Oh no, what's wrong?" Rose asked, her brow wrinkling with concern for the child. "Let's go see if we can help," Sarah said compassionately. They approached the mother and child, and Rose kneeled down to the boy's level, her focus meeting his tear-filled gaze. "Hey there, what's the matter?" Rose wondered, gently reassuring. "I wanted a birthday cake, but we can't afford it," the boy sobbed, his words trembling. The mother looked at Rose and Sarah with a mixture of embarrassment and sadness, her eyes reflecting the struggle she was going through. "I'm sorry, I didn't mean for him to bother you. We're just having a tough time right now," the mother apologized. "No, it's okay. We understand," Rose expressed sympathetically. "Is there anything we can do to help?" Sarah asked comfortingly. "No, I'm afraid not. We'll just have to make do without a cake this year," the mother admitted resignedly. Rose felt deeply for the boy and his mother. She wished there was something she could do to make their situation better. "I wish," Rose whispered to herself. Suddenly, the emerald pendant around Rose's neck began to glow bright green. The boy and his mother looked at it in amazement. "Wait a minute, we're in the front of a bakery. Maybe they have a cake for the little boy. Any cake around? Hello? Any cake for this little boy?" Rose shouted, as if in an arena. Just then, a baker named Giuseppe came rushing out of the shop, wiping his hands on his flour-dusted apron. "Mamma mia! What is all this commotion about?" he exclaimed. "The little boy has been hoping so much for a birthday cake, but it seems like his wish might not come true this year," Rose explained. Mr. Giuseppe's threw his hands in the air. "Mamma mia! This is no good. A birthday without a cake is like pasta without sauce." He disappeared back into the shop, only to emerge a moment later with a beautiful, green-colored birthday cake. "Ecco qua! A birthday cake for the little bambino," Mr. Giuseppe expressed cheerfully, presenting the cake with a flourish. The boy's face illuminated with delight. He jumped up to hug the baker. "Thank you, thank you, thank you," the boy exclaimed gratefully. "I don't know what to say," the mother cried. It's nothing. We just had a last-minute cancellation of this prepaid cake." "What a lucky coincidenza, no?" Mr. Giuseppe clarified with a wink. "Thank you so much. This means more to us than you'll ever know. We've been through so much lately, and this is the first time we've seen him smile in weeks," the mother shared, overwhelmed. "Happy birthday, little one," Rose chimed, smiling. "You have no idea how much this means to us." "Thank you all from the bottom of our hearts," the mother sniffled. "Mission accomplished." Let's celebrate our success with some gelato, Sarah suggested, gesturing to the bakery. Mr. Giuseppe laughed heartily. Now that's an offer you can't refuse. Come, come, let's celebrate together, he proclaimed, ushering them all into the bakery. The two friends exchanged a satisfied glance and entered the pasticceria, where Dean Martin's voice was fading in, singing the lyrics, Hey Mambo, Mambo Italiano, go 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 you mixed up Siciliano, all you Calabresi do the mambo like a crazy with the jazzy with the Hey Mambo Italiano. The lyrics seemed to dance in their minds, making the experience even sweeter. Rose and Sarah skipped the section with cakes and famous cannoli, those crispy pastry tubes filled with sweet ricotta cream that were tempting but not what they were currently craving. Instead, they eagerly approached the counter to examine the various ice cream flavors. The display case was a vibrant spectacle, a frozen wonderland that seemed to beckon them closer. Their eyes darted back and forth, taking in the array of colors and textures, each tub a promise of a unique culinary adventure. First, there was the classic vanilla, its pristine white surface hinting at the rich, creamy simplicity within. Next to it, the deep, luxurious brown of chocolate Rose preferred choice suggested a decadent, velvety indulgence. Strawberry followed, a bright pink concoction dotted with real fruit pieces, offering a refreshing sweet tart contrast. Their gaze moved on to the more adventurous flavors. Mint chocolate chip presented a cool green hue with flecks of dark chocolate, promising a refreshing yet indulgent experience. Cookie dough, Luce's favorite, was a tantalizing mix of creamy vanilla and chunks of unbaked cookie dough, a delightful blend of textures. Further along, cookies and cream showcased a creamy base studded with crushed cookies, a harmonious balance of sweet cream and crunchy chocolate. Rocky Road was a symphony of flavors and textures, with marshmallows, nuts, and chocolate chunks scattered throughout a rich chocolate base. The exotic pistachio caught their eye next, its soft green color hinting at the nutty, subtly sweet flavor within. Rose's mom's top pick, as well as salted caramel, offered a tantalizing contrast of sweet and salty, with ribbons of golden caramel swirled through a creamy base. Butter pecan was a comforting blend of buttery, nutty flavors, with crisp pecans scattered throughout. Coffee provided a rich, aromatic experience, its deep brown color signaling a robust, slightly bitter flavor that perfectly complemented the sweet cream. For those seeking a lighter, more invigorating option, there were the sorbets. Rose's dad's #1 choice was lemon sorbet, white and light as a wispy cloud. Promised a tangy, invigorating burst of citrus flavor, reminiscent of a refreshing breeze on a summer's day. Mango sorbet, with its bright orange hue, offered a sweet tropical taste. Lastly, matcha green tea, new for Rose. Its vibrant green color stood out among the other tubs, providing a unique, earthy look. With so many enticing options, they knew they were in for a treat, no matter which flavors they chose. The combination of creamy ice creams and refreshing sorbets ensured there was something to suit every mood and preference. Have you ever tried matcha ice cream before? Sarah asked. No, I haven't, Rose responded, shaking her head. Oh, you have to try it. It's amazing. Rose looked at the flavor skeptically. I don't know, it's so green, Rose voiced unsurely. That's just because it's made from green tea leaves. It's delicious. Rose hesitated for a second before nodding. Okay, I'll give it a try, Rose consented, forcing a smile. As they waited for their cones, Rose voiced her thoughts. I really hope it doesn't taste like beans or kind of fishy like shark or, she wanted to say, a mix of onion and garlic. But her words trailed off as Mr. Giuseppe handed her the beautifully swirled matcha ice cream and she took her first lick. Her face lit up. This is amazing, Rose exclaimed. Thank you, Mr. Giuseppe. Mr. Giuseppe chuckled heartily, his eyes twinkling with delight. Ah, bambina, you worry too much. My gelato is made with love and the finest ingredients. I'm glad you like it, he remarked, beaming with pride. The ice cream was creamy and smooth, with a unique flavor that was both sweet and slightly bitter. It was like nothing she had tasted before. The aroma of the matcha forever lingering in her mind. As they sat and enjoyed their ice creams, Rose couldn't help but feel a sugar rush. She started to pose with her cone, laughing and joking with her friends. Here, take a picture of me. Rose giggled, handing her phone to Sarah. She posed with her ice cream, her smile as bright as the summer sun outside. "Hey Sarah, check it out. I'm the Statue of Liberty," Rose said playfully. Sarah laughed and joined in, striking a pose with her own cone. "I think we make pretty great statues, don't you?" she exclaimed, grinning. They took a few pictures, and then Rose noticed something on her $10 bill. "Hey Sarah, look at this. The torch on the bill is glowing, just like the emerald," Rose pointed curiously. "You're right. Could it be a clue?" "To uncover the truth about the mysterious emerald," Sarah proposed, realizing. Suddenly, the door to the ice cream shop burst open, and a group of rowdy teenagers entered, pushing and shoving each other. Rose froze, recognizing one of them as the boy who had tried to steal her emerald at the playground. She knew she had to protect the emerald at all costs. One of them accidentally bumped into Rose, causing her to almost drop her ice cream. "Hey, watch it!" Rose snapped. "Sorry, kid," one of the teenagers jeered, smirking. "Yeah, sorry about your ice cream," taunted another, laughing. Rose knew these teenagers were trouble, and she braced herself for what might come next. She wiped her hand on her ice cream-stained clothes, and the girls exchanged worried glances. One of the teenagers looked at Rose as if he recognized her. "Hey, don't I know you from somewhere?" he asked, his focus sharpening. "You're that girl with the emerald, aren't you?" the teenager stated, a greedy gleam in his eyes. Sarah stepped in front of Rose protectively. "Leave her alone," she asserted firmly. The teenager laughed. "Or what? Or what? You're going to stop us?" The other teenagers circled around Rose and Sarah, blocking their exit. Rose clutched the emerald pendant tightly, her heart pounding. "You can't have it," Rose maintained defiantly. The teenager lunged at Rose, trying to grab the emerald. Rose quickly stepped back, evading his grasp. Sarah pushed the teenager away from Rose. "Run, Rose!" Sarah shouted. As the teenager lunged again, Rose swiftly smeared her ice cream right onto his nose. The teenager yelped in surprise, momentarily blinded by the cold, sticky mess. "Ah! What the?" he exclaimed, wiping at his face. Rose and Sarah took advantage of the distraction and dashed towards the door, pushing past everyone. "We have to lose them," Rose gasped, panting. They ran out of the shop and into the crowded street, weaving in and out of the pedestrians. The teenagers were determined to catch them. "This way," Sarah directed, pulling Rose into a narrow alley. They ran as fast as they could, fueled by adrenaline. The alley was dark and winding, but they didn't dare slow down. Suddenly, they heard footsteps behind them. They looked back and saw the teenagers gaining on them. "We have to find a place to hide," Rose pleaded desperately. They spotted a small gap between two buildings and squeezed through it, hiding in the shadows. They held their breath as the teenagers ran past them, hoping they hadn't been seen. After a few moments, they cautiously emerged from their hiding spot, relieved to see that the teenagers were gone. "That was close," Sarah breathed a sigh of relief. "Too close," Rose still felt the rush. "We have to be more careful. They're not going to give up that easily." "Don't worry, Rose. We'll protect the emerald no matter what," Sarah declared determinedly. As they cautiously made their way back to Rose's apartment, they couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. Just as they were about to enter the building, Rose noticed a shadowy figure lurking nearby. "Sarah, look," Rose whispered, pointing towards the figure. Sarah squinted, trying to make out who it was. "Who is that?" she inquired, barely above a whisper. The figure stepped into the light, revealing the ancient lady with a penetrating look. She seemed to be focusing directly on Rose. "Rose, I think she's here for you," Sarah whispered, a hint of worry in her tone. Rose's heart pounded as she wondered what the ancient lady wanted. She couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. What did this mysterious woman want with her? "We need to get out of here without being seen," Sarah whispered urgently. "There's a back entrance through the alley. We can sneak out that way." Sarah took a deep breath, trying to steady her nerves. "All right, let's go." Slowly and quietly. They moved quickly and quietly, sticking to the shadows. The ancient lady seemed to sense their movement, her gaze following them as they disappeared into the darkness. Just as they were about to slip away, the ancient lady called out, echoing through the alley. "Rose, you cannot run from your destiny." Rose froze, her heart racing. She looked back, but the ancient lady was gone, leaving only an eerie silence. Once inside, they leaned against the wall, catching their breath. "What do you think she meant by that?" Rose asked, shaking. "I don't know," Sarah replied, "but we should be careful. Let's get upstairs and regroup." They made their way up to Rose's apartment, their minds racing with questions and fears. As they entered the apartment, they decided to take a moment to calm down.